The long dining table was set with lots of dishes, and both Kim and Jeon family sits on their seat. The Jeon has arrived sharply at 7 p.m. Jungkook walked in with his signature black suit, looking untouchable CEO. From behind the kitchen door, a soft voice murmured something, and then Thong stepped appeared. Wearing a soft shirt, he stepped forward with a tray in his hand, his hair silky and lips slipping like a petal. He nervously walked toward the dining table. Shakuk, who was adjusting his cufflink, looked up and time stopped. He didn't move, didn't blink, just stared. So this is him, Kim Dong, the boy I am supposed to marry. But Jungkook didn't smile. His cold expression was still there when he saw the boy ever so pretty. For the first time in his life, he looked away when Thong looked at their direction. Thong bowed slightly and began placing the dishes. Mrs. Yeon, your son is truly beautiful and respectful. Kimchi, look at him, helping serve dinner himself. That's rare these days. Mrs. Kim proudly, he said he wanted to make a good impression. He's always been a good boy. He is our good boy. Mrs. Yeon smiling, and he is done more than that. Jungkook stays silent. When Dong reached his side of the table, he gently placed the spoon and bowl in front of him. Would you like some more rice, Mr. John? He asked softly. Jungkook's eyes lifted up. Jungkook coldly, no. The tone made the whole table uncomfortable, just a little, because everyone thought maybe Jungkook's coldness will melt once he sees Thong, but nothing changes. He remained cold. Thong's heart felt hurt a little because this was his first time seeing and meeting Jungkook, but the man is too cold to melt or talk or just give him a glimpse. Simple look. He shrugged, bowing politely, moving to the next guest. Moment later, one of the maid came up behind Jungkook, gently asking, "Sir, would you like to refill yours?" Jungkook didn't even look at her. He simply dismissed her just by moving his finger. Thong paused mid-step, turning slightly. He noticed that the bowl was almost empty. Without saying a word, he turned it back, quickly picking up the rice pot and returning to Jungkook's side. He leaned in slightly, carefully not to touch him, and refilled the bowl with a shy smile. Jungkook gave him a sharp glare, but Thong smiled warmly, placed the bowl down with care. He walked away without waiting for approval. Jungkook looked down at the rice, then back at Thong's retreating figure. He didn't smile, but something in his chest shifted. He's different. He didn't want to admit it, but he liked the way Thong served him, the gentleness, the smile, the way he didn't flinch, even when he said him a sharp glare. He liked it a little bit, but he wouldn't say it. Not now, not ever, or doesn't know if he ever, because the boy is diamond but doesn't know how to his heart is. But Jungkook had already started remembering the way Thong's hand moved, the curve of his lashes, and the smile. Shit, which can make anyone crazy in love. The dinner plates finishes with Jungkook trying to steal glances from Thong while he surveyed them. Later said to eat with them. It was the time when them to leave for the home. As the Jeon began putting on their coat near the entrance, Jungkook's father nudged him gently. Mr. Jeon, why don't you just have a word with him? The boy is going to be your fiancé after all. Jungkook coldly, no. But his eyes couldn't stop themselves from searching for Jungkook. His father noticed it, but held himself back to say anything. Mrs. Kim was handing a box of sweets to Mrs. Yeon felt little bad when Jungkook said no, and Thong, who just stepped out of the kitchen holding tray of fruit, said, "Just for a second." He looked up just in time for Jungkook to catch the sadness in his eyes that fall in brightness, like someone had dimmed a light. Damn. Jungkook looked away instantly, jaw clenching. He didn't know why it bothered him. It shouldn't. It was just a look, just a boy, a quiet, soft-spoken, stupidly polite boy who didn't even flinch when Jungkook was cold to him. but it did bother him, and that annoyed him even more. Still, Tong walked over, bowing lightly. Tong, I really enjoyed your company tonight. Thank you for coming. Please visit again. He held a fruit basket for Jungkook as a gesture of gratitude. Mrs. Yeon smiled warmly. Oh, we will be back very soon next time with your engagement gifts. Mr. John, we are proud to have a son-in-law like you, Tongo. Tong blushed slightly, bowing again. Jacob didn't say a word, but took the basket of fruit from Tong's hand because his hands moved on their own. He didn't want, but he couldn't help. Their hands brushed lightly, and Tong's heart fluttered slightly. Jacob felt the spark going through his body, and then suddenly his father slapped his arm. Mr. John, say goodbye properly. Don't act like a robot. Jacob shook his hand and walked away toward his car without a single glance because he was already embarrassed. He stayed inside, pulled the door shut, and exhaled. Cold, just stay cold. That's what he always did. But something tugged at him. He looked up. Tom was still standing there at the gate, hands clasped in front, and when their eyes met, Tom smiled. Not a sad smile, not forced, just soft, kind, pure. And then, like it was the most natural thing in the world, he raised his hand and waved. Jungkook blinked. Something punched right in his chest. Before he could stop himself, his hand lifted slowly, a shy leap, and waved back. Tong's smile grew just a little wider. Like sunlight breaking through the curtain, the car started and Jungkook sat in the back seat, frowning at his own hand like it had betrayed him. What the hell was that? Why did I wave? But even as he scolded himself in silence, one thought stayed in him, playing on the loop like a cursed melody. His smile. It felt like peace to his heart. The wedding ceremony came. Tong stood at the altar, dressed in a traditional white silk suit with silver embroideries, a soft blush painting his cheeks. He looked like he had stepped out of the painting. Jungkook walked in moment later, black suit, black tie, black expression. He was stunning, but a walking statue, you can say. The ceremony passed in a blur of prayers, ring, and hushed whispers. Official. You may now kiss the groom. All eyes turned to them. Tong bathed his head. He nervously made Jungkook's dark, unreadable eyes. Jungkook didn't say anything. He stepped closer, lifted a hand to gently cube Tong's cheek, and leaned in. Tong's heart thudded under his chest. Their lips met in a soft, lip barely touched, no warmth, no passion, just simple peak. But Tong's eyes widened, ever slow slightly, his cheeks turned a deeper shade of pink. Even the tiniest contact from Jungkook had it lit a flame inside him. The hall erupted in abyss. Tong shyly lowered his gaze, bowing politely to the guest. His hands trembled just a little. Jungkook looked ahead, lips pressed thin, but inside he was jaws. Why is he blushing like that? Why does that innocent smile make my heart itch? He didn't know what he expected. Tears, disappointment, coldness in return, but Tong stood beside him, soft and sweet, holding his hand with delicate fingers. Not too tight, not too loose. Like he didn't want to trap Jungkook, just hold him gently. Jungkook looked down at their interlaced hand. He didn't pull away. He didn't smile either. But as they walked down the alley together, abyss echoing around them, Jungkook felt something melt inside him, slowly, silently, without his permission. The wedding had ended. Now the hall buzzed with laughter and celebration of friends. Both grooms gathered in smaller circle, sipping champagne and trading stories. Tong sat beside his friend, cheeks still rosy, fiddling with the hem of his sleeve. His group of friends had surrounded him like bee of flowers, chatty, teasing, playing. But Jungkook's friend had joined them too, loud and rowdy, and that's when the teasing had taken a very different turn. Jimin grinning. So Tong, first night, Hoseok, wiggling brows. You better eat a big dinner, sweetie. You will need the energy. Yoongi is nodding. Forgot dinner. Pray for yourself. Jungkook, like it's rough. Thong's eyes widened it like saucer. He blinked rapidly, face burning. Thong stunning. Rough? Jimin laughing. Oh yeah, he's insane. Like dominant, he doesn't go easy. Hosyak, don't let that baby face fool you. That man is storm in bed. Thong says tightened. He already feared the idea of sharing a bed with Jungkook tonight. His body trembled slightly, panic bubbling inside his. The word kept repeating like gasoline on fire. They didn't mean to harm, but to Thong it felt like his blood closing in. He couldn't breathe, and then he ran, heart pounding, not even knowing where he was going. He turned into the corner and bumped right into the hard chest. Thong, oh. Thong stumbled back, hands pressed on the chest. There stood Jungkook, tall, dark, stunning. Thong froze. Jungkook had just stepped in front outside, hair slightly ruffled from the wine, thigh looseness. Their eyes met and time forgot how to move. Jungkook looked down and the flushed boy in front of him, eyes wide, lips parted, breath uneven. That soft face was already red, eyes glossy from embarrassment. Jungkook and mad. What happened to him? Why is he so red? Did someone disappoint him? Did someone say anything to him? I swear if they did, what am I even thinking? He shrugged. He didn't ask. He couldn't. Because he was too busy staring. Thong lowered his gaze, fluttered, trying to keep step aside. But Jungkook stepped forward instead, one step closer. Thong gasped softly. Jungkook's hand rose, brushing slightly against Thong's cheek, as if teasing reality. Their breath mingled. Thong, nervous whisper. Jungkook? Jungkook leaned closer. Heart was racing, pulse betraying every ounce of control he was known for. Thong closed his eyes. So gently, so shyly. Jungkook hovered just inches away. And then, yeah, Jungkook, it was Thong's worst nightmare. Jimin was echoed. We are having drinks. Come on, Chrome, don't hide. Jungkook blinked, reality snapping back. He quickly stepped away, hands dropping from Thong's shakes. Not rough, but enough to make the space between them. Thong opened his eyes, confused. Jungkook quietly, go back inside. And then turned walked off toward the friends. Not glancing back, Thong stood frozen for a moment, and then his face turned crimson. He turned it on his heel and ran away again, heart fluttering wildly, not sure if it was from fear or from the way Jungkook's kid had looked, like he wanted to kiss him. The night had finally arrived, stars blinking softly above the skyline. Thong sat on the edge of the bed in the bridal suit, fingers tightly gripping the fold of his silk robe. His heart was thudding loudly in his chest, not out of excitement but fear. Tonight it is fourth night. His cheeks were already warm from the teasing earlier. Just then a soft knock came on the door. Come in. Thong said hesitantly, thinking it was a maid, but it was his mother. She entered with a smile, holding a small silver tray of sweet tea and snacks. Mrs. Kim, my beautiful boy, you were an angel today. You made me so proud. Thong tried to smile, but it looked more like a nervous smile. She sat beside him, gently brushing the hair from his forehead. Mrs. Kim softly, you are trembling, baby. Are you okay? Thong nodded quickly. Yes, Oma, I am just tired. She chuckled gently, handing him the cup of tea. I know this night must be scary for you. It's your first time, after all. Thong nearly choked on the tea. Thong blushing hard. Oh, Ma. She laughed softly, beating his head. I go, don't be shy. You are married now, Thongo. It's natural. You are a husband. Now, you have responsibilities. Jungkook, she is your man, and he will expect closeness. Thong's eyes widened, his hand clutching the fabric of his robe like it was his only protection from the world. I am not telling you to rush, but if you show your love, he will love you back more deeply. Men like when their partner are soft, giving, and a little bold sometimes. Tong looked like he was about to faint. Bold? Mrs. Kim whispering. Touch his arm, look into his eyes, tell him you are his, and if things happen, don't be scared. Just trust him and let your heart guide you. Tong stared ahead, completely frozen. His ears were red, his knees felt weak, and the word touched echoed like a warning siren. Mrs. Kim keeping his cheek. You are a gentle soul, Tong. What's your power? Use it to build something beautiful with him. She kisses his forehead, stood up, and whispered, Good luck, my love. Remember, love isn't just in word, it's in action too. As she left, the door clicked softly behind her. Tong sat there, speechless, terrified, and red as tomato. He whispered under his breath, Oh my God, I'm going to die. Just then, footsteps echoed in the hallway, heavy, calm, confident, and he knows it's Jungkook. Tong's heart stopped. The door slowly opened. Tong breathed caught in his throat as Jungkook stepped in, still in his sleek black suit, tie loosely shut, a little wrinkled from the long day. He looked tired but calm, too calm. Their eyes met. Tong immediately dropped his gaze, his finger touching in his robe. Jungkook walked in, shutting the door behind softly. He shrugged off his blazer, sitting in clearly on the chair before slowly turning forward to Tong. Tong didn't dare to look up. He couldn't feel the heat creeping up his neck. His mother's words were still echoing in his head. Touch his arm, look into his eyes. Bold. But his entire body was locked in the place. Jungkook stood in front of him now, a few feet away. He tilted his head slightly. Jungkook quietly. Why are you sitting like you are about to be sentenced to death? Tong flinched at his voice. It wasn't cruel, but it wasn't warm either. Just cold like always. Tong barely above a whisper. I am not. Jungkook stares at him. Then slowly he walked closer. Tong's heartbeat became the speed of marathon. He gripped the sheet beneath him, his breath heavy, his eyes squeezed shut. Jungkook sat down beside on the edge of the bed. Jungkook looked curious. Are you scared of me? Tong didn't answer. Jungkook a little softer. Did someone say something? Tong's lips parted, but no word came out. He couldn't admit that his friends had terrified him with talk of the rough. Jungkook was that he was already trembling before even being touched. He turned his face away, blinking hard. Jungkook watched him in silence, and then to Tong's surprise he sighed and stood up. Jungkook, you don't need to be scared, Tong. Tong's eyes slowly lifted, confused. I don't force, I don't rush, and I definitely don't touch anyone who doesn't want me to. He reached for a spare pillow and blanket from the couch before following him with his kiss. Take the bed, I will sleep on the couch. Tong blinked rapidly. Tong shocked. Are you not angry? Jungkook raised an eyebrow, almost amazed. Because you are scared on your first night? No. That will make me the monster they made me out to be. Tong felt his throat tighten. That softness in Jungkook's voice, it wasn't cold, but this time. Tong quietly, I'm sorry. Jungkook said before heading to the couch. You don't need to be. He turned away. Tong stares at his back, heart pounding, not with fear now, but something else. A feeling he couldn't name. One that bloomed like a tiny flower between the crack of his wall. Jungkook had carefully built. Jungkook is being kind today and also taking to him for the first time since they met. For the first time that night, Tong felt just a little safer. The morning sun filtering softly through the white curtains, birds chirped somewhere in the distance, and the world felt quiet, almost too calm for Tong, turning hard. He sat in front of the mirror at the dressing table, buttoning up just few buttons of his shirt. His hair still a little wet from his shower. He could feel Jungkook somewhere behind him. He had woken up earlier, already dressed in pant and a fitted navy blue shirt with the sleeves rolled up. perfect, and dangerously handsome. Tong was pretending not to notice, but the way he saw Jungkook approaching through the mirror, slowly walking toward him, his breath itched. Jungkook stepped closer until he was right behind him. Without a word, he leaned slightly, just enough for his body to hover behind Tong and reached out to grab his bottle of perfume. They sat just near Tong's hand, their arm brushes. Tong froze. Jungkook didn't pull away, his breath coasting along Tong's neck as he reached further, and the soft whisper of his presence made Tong grab the edge of the table. Jungkook finally grabbed the perfume, then leaned back deliberately slow, almost smirking, as he prayed a light mist on his wrist and neck. But it didn't end there. After setting the bottle down, he leaned forward again, his face brushing the back of Tong's shoulder. He placed the bottle gently on the table, taking his time, his breath fanning over Tong's side neck as he moved. Tong shivered visibly. Tong breathless whisper, Jungkook. Jungkook tilted his head slightly, a teasing smile tugging on the corner of his lip. Jungkook. His voice came out low, husky. You smell better than the perfume. Tong's entire face turned red. Before he could stammer a single word, Jungkook had already leaned back fully and walked toward the door like nothing had happened. Jungkook casually over his shoulder. I will wait in the car. Don't take too long, pretty. And then he disappeared out of the door. Tong stood there, mouth slightly open, hands trembling, chest heaving. Did he just flirt with me? He covered his face with his both hands, talked softly to himself. I'm going to die. When Tong went down the stairs, he found his in-laws and Jungkook already settled on the dinner table, waiting for him. Tong took a deep breath before stepping down the last stair, his finger nervously twitching around the strap of the college bag. Mr. John, powerful and poised in the grey suit, reading the newspaper. Mrs. John, elegant and graceful, pouring himself tea. With a saddened smile, Jungkook sat beside them, one arm resting on the table, phone in hand. The moment Tong stepped in, all heat turned to him. Tong bowing politely. Good morning, Omani. Ibuni. Mrs. John's face immediately softening. Good morning, Tongo. Come, sit, have breakfast. Mr. John lowered his newspaper, giving a brief note to approval. You are up early. Good discipline. Tong smiled politely and walked gently, sitting beside Jungkook, carefully not to bump him. Jungkook didn't look up from his phone, but Tong could feel the heat presence again. Jungkook, Mrs. John pouring in tea. Are you attending uni today? Tong nodding. Yes, ma'am. My exams are coming next week. I need to be regular from now on. Mr. John, good boy. Education comes first, even after marriage. He looked toward Jungkook then. From now on, Jungkook will drop you off every morning. Tong's eyes widened slightly, but he quickly bowed his head. That's not necessary. I can take the driver. Mrs. Yeon gently placed her hand over his. You are our son now, Tong. We want you safe and cared for. Jungkook can manage it. Finally, Jungkook looked up at his phone, his gaze falling on Tong before shifting on his father. Fine. Tong gave him a small glance. Nothing. His expression changes, but his hand moved barely. He reached forward and took the kettle Tong had been about to use and poured the tea for Tong. A quiet gesture, polite, but strangely intimate. Tong blinked down at the cup and whispered a soft thank you. Jungkook didn't reply, but under the table their knees brushed, just briefly, and Jungkook didn't pull away. As they stood near the door afterward, Jungkook took Tong's bag from him silently and walked ahead toward the car, leaving Tong frozen at the door. Mrs. John smiling softly behind him. He might not show it, Tong, but Jungkook always takes care what his. Tong cheeks flushed as he followed Jungkook toward the car, his husband waiting beside the passenger seat, door already open. Jungkook was working on his laptop, but deep in report and business projects, wearing a loose black tee. Sleeves rolled halfway up to his arm, vein visible, as his fingers moved swiftly across the keys. Just then, the bedroom door cracked open. Jungkook didn't glance up right away, but the faint scent of something sweet and familiar made his brows lift slightly. The soft voice, Thong, Jungkook Shi, that made him look up. Thong stood there in soft green pajama, a silver tray in his hand, two glasses of yellow milk. Carefully placed, he walked slowly to Jungkook's desk and placed the tray in front of him. Thong shyly, I tried making banana milk. Jungkook blinked, Thong nervously trembling. You said you like the store one, so I thought maybe I could try make it at home. I'm not sure if it's good, but he stood awkwardly, fingers forgetting the edge of his sleeve. Jungkook looked down at the glass, no fancy packing, no barcode, just a clear, soft yellow milk and a heart put into it. He picked it up and took a sip. Thong stares at him, anxious, waiting. Jungkook drank slowly, and then he set the glass down and looked straight at Thong. Jungkook quietly, it's good. Thong eyes widened a little, lip parting. Better than the factory milk? Thong blinked, stunned. Then slowly a pink tint spread across his cheek. His lip curled into a tiny smile as he looked away shyly, trying to hide away his heart fluttered. Thong softly, I am glad you liked it. Jungkook didn't say anything, just watched him. The boy who made the banana milk from scratch for him. Thong quickly turned flushed. Thong, I will go to take bath. Without another word, he runs toward the bathroom, clutching the edge of his shirt, his ears burning red. As the bathroom door clicked shut, Jungkook leaned back to the chair, gaze falling to his half-full glass of banana milk. A faint smile came to his lip. He didn't understand it, but he liked it. The soft flash of water faded behind the bathroom door. Thong stood in the front of the pocket mirror. She still pink from the warm water. He nervously tugged the silk nightie his friend had gifted him as a prank, or maybe during gift. It was red, loose edged short with delicate lace trimming the hem. It was definitely far more revealing than what he was used to. He bit his lower lip. Should he change? But before he could decide, a yellow strap, he yelled sharply as he fell on the floor. Jungkook's head shot up from his laptop. Instantly, the sound coming straight from the bathroom. Jungkook, Thong? No answer. He gets up from the chair and rushed forward the bathroom and flung open the door. And there, Thong sat on the cold tiles, legs dangling awkwardly, one hand cradling his ankle, the other trying to hold the fabric of his nightie down, his eyes shining with tears, not from the pain but embarrassment. A shampoo bottle lay beside him, clearly the culprit. Thong, softly, tearly, it's sleeping. I didn't see. He looked up, flustered, cheeks stained pink, lips trembling. Jungkook stood frozen for a bit. Then, without a word, he stepped forward, carrying Thong into his arms like he weighed nothing, and carried him out of the bathroom. Thong, wait, I'm okay, I can. Jungkook calmly, don't argue. Thong shut his mouth. The nightie hem rode up slightly on his thighs, revealing more than he was comfortable with, and he pressed his cheek to Jungkook's chest, hiding Jungkook's jaw clenched lightly. His eyes flickered down, unable to hold it. He wasn't made of stone. By the time they reached the bed, Jungkook gently laid him down, pulling the blanket up halfway. But as he was about to move away, his gaze dropped down leg, fair and slender, peeked out from the under of the fabric, the lace brushing against his skin. Jungkook's breath caught, his eyes followed the curve of Thong's thighs to his knee, then to his flushed face, his dewy eyes glassy and embarrassment. There was the shame in his chest, not lust, not just desire, something deeper. Thong softly, barely audible. I'm sorry for causing trouble. Jungkook blinked. He sat on the edge of the bed and reached for Thong's ankle, carefully shaking it. Jungkook, no trouble. His voice was soft this time. He laid his thumb brush gently over the shirt. Jungkook quieter. Next time call me. Don't handle everything alone. Taeyong stares at him in surprise. He nodded slowly, lips parting, heart thudding louder than ever. Jungkook stood giving one last glance to the boy laying on the messy bed. Liz, nightwear, vulnerable eyes, and then turned to leave the room, fist clenched in his pocket. He didn't know what this was, but he knew it getting harder to ignore. The door opened gently. Jungkook walked in back, his small first aid kit in his hand. He didn't say a word. He walked straight over to the bed and sat on the edge again. Taeyong tried to sit up, but Jungkook stopped him with a hand on his shoulder. Jungkook, low. Stay. I will do it. Carefully, he lifted the blanket from Taeyong's leg. Taeyong flushed, but said nothing, looking away, patting the inside of his cheek. Jungkook opened the ointment and gently reached for the ankle, his finger brushing against Taeyong's soft skin, and Taeyong flinches slightly, not in the pain but in the touch. Jungkook shook rigid. He carefully applied the ointment, his fingers moving slowly, rubbing it onto the skin with tender strokes. Too tender. His eyes stayed again, those legs, tempting things. Thighs still exposed under the nightie, the skin smooth, flawless, glistening slightly from the bath. Jungkook swallowed hard. His mind told him to look away, but he is staring. But his heart was whispering other thing. His fingers buzzed. Taeyong picked at him through the lashes. Taeyong whispering, "I'm okay, thank you." Jungkook's eyes lifted to meet his, and then something broke. Maybe it was the way Taeyong looked at him, like he wasn't scared of him, like he trusted him even when he didn't understand him. Or maybe it was the way his legs lay bare in front of him, like temptation, carved out of self and sin.